Hello, my name is Ashley Harris, and I am an educator at the National Museum of Women in the Arts. And today we're making a simple pop-up book. The museum has a collection of more than 1,000 artist books that take a variety of forms. Pop-up books are engineered to lay flat when closed, but transform into three-dimensional scenes when the book is opened, when certain pages are turned, or when certain elements are manipulated. Before we get started, I wanted to show you two pop-up books from the museum's collection. Carol Barton created 5 Luminous Towers, a book to be read in the dark, after visiting northern Italy and seeing that architectural elements have distinguished the various functions towers have served throughout history. Each tower in the book has a mini internal light bulb that illuminates the pop-ups, as well as the poetry and background illustrations. The artist Colette Fu spent 3 years in the Yunnan province of China photographing the region and its people. When she returned home to Philadelphia, she incorporated her photography into a pop-up book series, We Are the Tiger Dragon People. In this example, Dai Food, Fu introduces viewers to the cooking of the Dai people. To create this simple pop-up book, you will need 1 sheet of copy paper, a bone folder, which is a specialized bookmaking tool. You can also use a plastic spoon, popsicle stick, or your fingernail, a pair of scissors, a writing implement, and a ruler if you would like to be precise in your measurements a little bit later on. Before we get started, I wanted to share a few museum resources in case you'd like to learn more about artist books or pop-up books more specifically. First is the Art, Books, and Creativity Curriculum, which is available to download on our website, as well as these pop-up book directions. And then there are 2 online exhibitions that I wanted to bring to your attention. One, the Book as Art series, in particular Movable Marvels. And movable books are an umbrella term that includes pop-up books. And Wanderer, which was a special exhibition that features pop-ups by Colette Fu, which was also turned into an online exhibition. Once you've gathered all of your materials, lay your paper flat on a work surface. Step 1, orient your paper in a horizontal way or landscape and fold the paper in half. Whenever you crease your paper, you can go over it with your bone folder or your substitute. I'm using a plastic spoon. Since I am using copy paper, it's a lightweight paper, my fingernail would work just as well. It's pretty lightweight. But if you're using a heavier type of paper like cardstock, that bone folder or whatever you're using as an alternative will really come in handy. Step 2 is to draw 2 parallel lines about 2 or 3 inches away from your fold. So this is the side where my crease is on. I am going to use a marker so you can see, but you can use whatever writing implement you have. I recommend pencil if you'd like to erase the lines later. And if you would like to be precise, use your ruler here. I am going to guesstimate. So I've drawn my 2 parallel lines. Next, you'll pick up your scissors and cut the lines that you've drawn. And you want to make sure your cuts are the same length. Now you have a tab and you're going to fold it towards you. Then you'll flatten it out and fold it away from you. These sharp folds will help the book open and close correctly. I've laid it flat again, and then I'm going to open the book and push your cutout to the inside. And then flatten your book. And you can use your bone folder again to make sure that the book lies flat. Once you're done, when you open and close your book, you have a pop-up. That was a pretty quick demonstration. What I like about this simple pop-up is that it can work either way. Right? So you can have it oriented in landscape or portrait position, depending on what your finished product goal is. And once you've gotten that down, you can start playing with shapes. So I made a few other examples beforehand. This one is a heart shape. And this one is a circle with slices inside. So hopefully this gives you an idea of the different ways you can use your pop-up book. Thank you for joining me.